Good morning, friends. Welcome to the Tina's Toasty Toes Trunk Show. Yay! I don't know if you remember, but we've had Tina's beautiful yarns here before. I think it was in September. I want to say September 2023, I believe is when she was last here. And I'm very excited to have her back. Look how pretty these all are. This time, Tina has sent us 4 different yarn bases. So we're looking at her DK right now. Her DK weight yarn here is a non-superwash 100% merino wool. Each hank is 100 grams and you get 246 yards and 225 meters. It is a 4-ply and it works up really beautifully. She didn't send a sample in this yarn this time, so I started making one, and I am making, here is what I am making. I'm doing, it's a crochet project because we need more crochet samples, but these are these dragon scale mitts, and we have a video tutorial on how to do them, and this is a free pattern on Ravelry. I've got my first ring of stitches. See, there it is, my first ring of stitches. And then this is in this beautiful Dragon's Cash colorway that she's got of the DK. Like, look how pretty that is. So here's one, like, here it is in the cake, and there it is in the hank. And that is it. And I love it. Also, Tina's brought, or rather she sent down this gorgeous merino alpaca Aran weight yarn. It's another so this is 80% superwash merino wool, 20% alpaca. You get 191 yards, 175 meters, and a 100-gram hank. And this is a 2-ply. And this is just beautiful. It's really soft. This is how it works up. And this, I believe, is this, which is Perfect Match. So isn't that pretty? So that's how this works up. And then this sweater, I also like that the sample sweaters that she sent are not just for small people, but they're for like larger folks. I think it's good to be size inclusive. So this one is the Easy Eyelet Sweater by Knititude, who is Chantal Yagashima, and I'm sure I'm mispronouncing that. But that's what this one is. And then we also have a nice sweater sample in her sparkle fingering, and another sweater also in the sparkle fingering. This sweater is, this one is, what is it, Magpie Tendency? Is that what that is? Magpie Tendency. That's what that is. This, and then our sparkle socks. Sorry to give you all whiplash run around. So this is the regular Toasty Toes base, which this is a 75-25 superwash merino nylon blend, 463 yards per 100-gram skein. And then this is the sparkle fingering down here. And on the sparkle fingering, it is 75% superwash extra fine merino, 20% nylon, 5% Lurex, 437 yards, 400 meters. It's a 4-ply and it's 100 grams. And looking at the plies on this, because it's a 4-ply and how the sparkle is spun in there, this can be used for socks. So all the fingering is appropriate for socks. You probably could make socks out of the DK as well because it's a nice 4-ply, nice and round. I would not recommend socks out of this Aran. The 2-ply is a little more of like a woolen spun, so it won't be like as hard wearing as the 4-ply yarn would be. But that doesn't keep it from being just as gorgeous. Oh, and for pricing, I'll say this is all the Aran weight colorways. These are $28 a hank. The DK colorways are here, and as you can see from my price list sign, those are $27 a hank. And then the non-sparkle Toasty Toes sock, this is $27 a skein. And then here's some cute little footy socks, like little ankle socks. made out of it, so you can see it works up quite nicely. And then, oh, it's very soft. This I think is this harvest, or no, it's not harvest time. This is harvest time, and this looks similar. But the sparkle sock is $30 because you're paying extra for sparkle. Okay, so colorways are, the hot pink is Soulmates, S-O-L-E. Isn't that fun? And then next to it, we have Love Potion. And then the slightly darker mauve is Interstellar, Blazing Orange, Phoenix Fire, and I love these speckles on here. And then we have Straw, and then this is Chino, which is sort of like a really pretty, like a warm brown, and then it's got like this splash of red in here, which is kind of nice. And then this like sort of gray green mossy color is Wild Thing. And then we have Emerald. Next to Emerald, I'm really liking this is Shore Thing, S-H-O-R, shore, like the seashore, Shore Thing. And it's like beachy gray blue, like pale beachy gray blue. Also, Tina comes from Farmingdale, New York, so you know those North Atlantic beaches, sky's a little grayer sometimes. And then the very dark gray here is Midnight. And then coming down, we've got Island Breeze. This one is Turquoise or Turquoise, but I think it's Turquoise, like turquoise and purple. And you see it's got like this purple splash with all this pretty turquoise. And then we have Denim Moon, which has a pretty, like, look at that, like, look at that sparkle. It's got like a little yellow sparkle, a little red sparkle in there. And then next to Denim Moon is Undertones. And while I've been taking photos of everything for the website and basically playing with all of the yarn before you get to look at it, I really like this Undertones colorway. It's so beautiful. I don't know if y'all remember, Tina is a big fan of blue. Doesn't show. Of course it shows. And so the next one is Lovebirds, this pretty gray with shades of indigo and aqua. That's like really pretty. And then of course this brighter blue is her indigo colorway. And then next to it, we have Perfect Match. So on this batch of Perfect Match, you know, with hand dyeing, yarns always come out a little different, right? So this one is a little splotchier versus this particular skein here is a little more speckly. So I guess it depends on how the dye crystals react when the yarn is in the dye bath. It's going to be a little bit different. This is like an illustration of why we tell you when you're making a large project with multiple skeins of the same colorway of hand-dyed yarn, you want to sort of like fade one skein into the next so you don't get a weird stripe when the skeins are not exactly the same, because it's an individual dyeing it, not a big giant dye house. So then this is Pinkle, and this is like a pink and purple. I love the made-up words to describe colors, but it totally 100% is pink and purple. So like Pinkle, that makes sense to me. And then this beautiful like magenta and purple. I love this. Love at First Stitch. And isn't it just? Don't we just love that? So then now down here with the Toasty Sparkle fingering, look how pretty it is. We'll start over here. This is the Pinkle colorway again, and then we have Love Potion. So here's Love Potion Sparkle, Love Potion without sparkle. And then next to it, this bright red. This is a Cardinal Red, and then we have a little orangey. This is Cayenne Red. We have our Blazing Orange. This one is Barn Red. And I know next to the Chino, it looks a little browner, but when you pull it away, also the light in here is kind of yellow. So this is like yellow, barn red, like maybe an old red barn, kind of like that. Little earthy red. And then this Chino colorway also is really pretty. Here's the red splash on it. Look how nice that is. Look at all those sparkles. And then we have Ivory and Harvest Time. And then down here we have Forest Green. Isn't that pretty? And then next to Forest Green, I think This is lovebirds. It is lovebirds. See, lovebirds. Sparkle and non-sparkle. And then we have our indigo, turquoise. This is our turquoise again. And then next to turquoise is mint chip. So it's sort of like this, like a grayer blue, and then this bit of like green blue speckling in there. That's the bit of minty chip, I suppose. Very pretty. And then look how pretty this is. I think this is Shore Thing again. It is Shore Thing again. Look at that. Look how pretty that is. It's just real subtle. Really nice. This would be really nice for like a shawl. Something that's got a lot of texture or some like real pretty lacy stitches. And then we've got lavender. This is, yes, lavender. And then next to lavender, look how pretty this is. See, it's the speckle. Looks so nice. And this is confetti cake. Look how pretty that is. Just that little splash. It's very lovely. And then at the end we have royalty. Beautiful violet is royalty. So that's all the fingering weight stuff. And then over here with the DK, we have Love Potion is here, and then Phoenix Fire. And isn't this interesting how the dye comes out on superwash versus non-superwash? So this is the non-superwash. This is the superwash. Look at that. It's a little different, but it's so pretty. So pretty. And then here we have Chino, which is much pinker on the DK. This is our Barn Red. And then coming down is the Dragon's Cash, Alchemy. I love an Alchemy. Alchemy is just like this pale blue, and then it's got like this little bit of gold, a little bit of pink in there, a little bit of brown. Like that's just really nice. Really beautiful, subtle colorways. How much do we love this? Don't you just want a top out of that? I mean, I do. I would like a top out of that. And then we have Kaleidoscope. And next to Kaleidoscope is Pinkle again, which also comes out different, right? So here's Pinkle and Pinkle. So different. So much pinker. And then down on our bottom row, we have Shore Thing is here. We have our Lovebirds, Indigo, and then over here we have our Denim Moon, which, oh, are we loving this? I think we love this. Look how pretty that is. So nice. And also, I should remind you, you know, this non-superwash merino wool in this DK, really good for all those colorwork sweaters you want to make. Also, I think the alpaca merino here is also really good for sweaters. The wool in here, you get like the nice shine and drape of the alpaca, but the memory of the wool, so it won't just like sag and like be sad with no memory, which is nice. So we've got here this darker red is Barn Red, and then we have our Love Potion is here, and so these are Love Potion. This is our Interstellar. This one, isn't this lovely? I love this. This is Luck of the Draw. So we've got pink and gold and blue, and then we have this pretty straw, and then coming down, this is Chino, which came out really dark. I think it's so interesting how the dye works up on the different types of fibers. And then next to it is Wild Thing. So it's sort of like this, like a pale olive. Like it's really just nice. It's Wild Thing. And then we have Teal Green is here. Teal Green. We have our Island Breeze, this bright turquoise. This looks really blue. I think it's the light, because in person it's a little bit greener in person than it is showing up on the screen. So FYI, on the video it looks really blue, and just imagine that a little bit greener. It's sort of like what you like when you see like photos of the Caribbean, like the deep turquoise color. It's like that. That is the color. And then this over here, how pretty is this? Aren't we loving this? Is the undertones, you guys. Like, look how nice the undertones are. And then next to it is lovebirds, indigo, and then down below we've got platinum, sure thing. This is midnight. It came out really dark here. And then we've got soulmates, and then at the end we've got our perfect match. So this is what we have from Tina this time. It's all beautiful all the time, and we love it. Like, I am excited already, and I do have to tell you, I've already sold out of 2 colorways of the fingering that you did not even get to see this time because it's gone. But we are excited this March. We're having lots of stuff going on at the shop. It is National Crochet Month this March, and we're doing a very cool crochet along. We're doing the root cushion pattern. So here is the picture of the front of the pattern page. I started mine. I'm using a sock blank from Sweet Georgia. So I know it's kind of hard to see the details because it's not blocked, but it's working. It's coming out. And here's the crazy chart, having a good time. And I've never done crochet cables before. It's a lot of fun. We'll have to do some kind of tutorial with Gabby, our new crochet instructor, about crochet cables. Also, on Saturday, which is tomorrow, is International Women's Day, about which I'm very excited that we are celebrating here in Hamden, which is the neighborhood where our shop is. So International Women's Day is a celebration of women all around the world and our fight for voting rights and gender equality in the workplace and in society at large. These are very important issues, especially here and now, and I'm so proud that our community has come together to really make a big celebration out of it. Thank you all for watching. Oh, also this month, forgetting more announcements. Also this month, March 22nd to March 30th, is the Charm City Yarn Crawl. Huzzah! So exciting. You can pre-order your tote bag on our website at lovelyyarns.com. Lovely Yarns is one word with one Y. How it works is the tote bag comes with your passport, and that is $15, and that is your ticket to getting 20% off of your purchases March 22nd to March 30th at all participating yarn stores in and around Maryland in our greater Baltimore metropolitan area. And I am so excited. This is what so I'm doing like a quick tour around the shop while talking. As you can see, we've got lots of pretties and very cool paintings by Mr. Lovely here in the store, but also we have some new stuff coming in, and I look forward to seeing all of your lovely faces. And thank you guys so much for watching. And then here is our Hamden celebrates International Women's Day. And if you go to Hamden Village Merchants, if you go to hamdenmerchants.com, go to events page, you'll see a thing that you can click for Women's Day, and it has a walking tour list of all the women-owned businesses in our neighborhood, of which there are very many. I think we're like 60 or 70% women-owned businesses here in Hamden, which is pretty exciting. I think it's pretty fabulous. Thank you guys. Have a great weekend and happy stitching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe.